So I am back with another mental health video. I connected with so many people privately after my last one. I connected with people that were the sibling of someone that had a mental illness, or they were the parent, or they themselves had the mental illness. And a few of those people that actually had the mental illness, something stuck out with me, and it was talking about how they feel like their siblings are mad at them and distance themselves a lot. And I see both sides of it. I have definitely in the past been really angry towards my sister, especially in the beginning when this was all new to our family, because it created a lot of tension between my parents, really, because they didn't know what was going on and they had different ways. They still, to this day, that's a whole other topic and video, have different ways of how to handle my sister and the illness. And so I was angry at her because I'm like, just snap out of it. Like you're making so much drama in our family for no reason. I didn't think that at the time. So I would say a couple, probably a year and a half into her illness, she was having she had a lot of anger, and she was having, I don't want to say an episode, but we were in her room and I was frustrated, and I had had enough, and we were arguing, and all of a sudden I see her eyes, like I can still see it in my head right now, shift back and forth, like she had no control over what was going on in her brain. And from then on, it's really when it struck me that, wow, like people with schizophrenia, or bipolar disorder, or other diseases that I'm not even probably aware of, they really sometimes, most of the time, cannot control what is going on in their brain. And at the time, my sister wasn't on I don't even know what drug she was on. I don't know what antipsychotic she was on at that time. But from that moment on, I really realized that, okay, she's not trying to disrupt my family or our family on purpose. And that's when I started to have a lot more compassion and try to understand where she was coming from instead of being so angry. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't have anger throughout the years, and sometimes I still do, but it's not at her. Like, I don't blame her for whatever happens in my family through dealing with all this mental illness. I'm angry at the situation, because I know that the last thing that she wants is to have schizoaffective disorder. Like, she wants to live a normal life. And I had to let my anger towards her go. Otherwise, it was going to destroy me and our relationship. And that's the last thing that I wanted. So I really had to understand mental illness from a compassion point of view, as opposed to an angry and sad point of view, which again, I still get angry, I still get sad, but it's not with her, it's just with the situation. There are so many times where it's like, I just want my old sister back, and we'll have like moments, of course, but it's like, if we're out, she gets tired easily, or the delusions start to kick in, and not delusions, well, paranoia, I guess, starts to kick in, and we need to go home early or something, or I have people say, oh, what's wrong? And it's like, those are the times where I'm like, okay, I wish she could just, get it together. But, for whatever reason, she can't. And I know that if she could, she would. So I think that I had to learn to be adaptable to my sister and her illness. And I had to lower my expectations of different things, and that helped us become stronger, and it sounds bad. It's not, I don't want to lower my expectation of her like the things that she's able to do. But if you have this high hope for someone with a severe mental illness and they're not reaching it, you're always going to be angry with them, or frustrated. It's just not that's not reality. I mean, think about, I know there's things as me as a person where I don't reach my full potential on things. And if people were getting mad at me, I'd be so sad. And I have, my brain works normally. I wouldn't say I'm normal much. See, I can't even talk in any sense of the term. But if you are a sibling dealing with someone who has mental illness, you need to let go of the anger towards that person. You can be angry with the situation, but if you ever want a relationship with your sibling, you have got to lower and manage your expectations of what the relationship may be. And I know that sucks and it's sad. Oh, my camera just did something weird. But I promise you, you'll be happier and your relationship will be better. Again, I still get angry and sad over some of, the events that maybe get, I don't want to say ruined, but just everyone could be on edge because something happened with my sister, or people around us don't understand, so I'm on edge because I'm trying to make them understand. And so I understand the frustration and anger, and I'm sorry. Again, I don't have like a script for any of this. I just kind of go off the cuff. But basically what I've had to learn is I've had to channel my anger into something else and be adaptable. I've had to lower my expectations sometimes as what the life is for my sister and what it means for our relationship. Because I guarantee you, your sibling did not want this. This was not what they, saw for their life. I go back to like my sister as a little kid, and she was so happy. She was a social butterfly really up until her disease, which took a hold of her, I guess, around 21. And there's no way that this is what she thought her life would be. So again, I understand the frustration and the anger, but if we don't have compassion and we're not adaptable, then it's really just going to eat you away. And I don't think that is a life that you want. So yeah, that's my, I guess, advice. It's not really advice. Again, this is me just talking, into a camera, like on a window. I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. And it's okay to have all those emotions. It's 100% okay. Again, I still will always have a little bit of anger. I'll always have a lot of sadness. But I just try to do my best and keep things light with my sister because I value our relationship so much. And I value her relationship with my kids. So, yeah, I think we'll stop it here for now.